Hey everyone, welcome to another AV product brief. We're here today with the new Spinetix HMP400 digital signage media player. Digital signage remains somewhat of an AV orphan. Digital signage constantly threatens to be just another system within a broader AV IT system, but is resolutely held out against being entirely assimilated. I think a big part of that is because the client not only has to maintain it, the client has to constantly use it, update it, and interact with it. I think there's a relationship there that's beyond that of an organization's UC or display technologies. Spinetix embodies much of what's interesting or different about digital signage. It's a specialist for a start. Signage is the Spinetix stock and trade. Spinetix is stylish. Its trade show booths are always svelte and minimalist. Spinetix is a Swiss company, which inevitably implies dependability and accuracy, and its hardware is manufactured in Germany, which also implies premium quality. The latest hardware from Spinetix is the HMP400. The 400 supersedes the old hypermedia players and rationalizes the Spinetix media player range. If you want a new Spinetix media player, you have to purchase an HMP400 or its Wi-Fi version, which I have here today, the HMP400W. After you've made your HMP400 purchase, you can determine the features important to you, which you unlock with your Spinetix software licenses. In that way, the pricing is a little different. The HMP400 player itself is quite a bit cheaper than the old HMP350 or 300, but then you option up with the licensing. Spinetix is famous for its rock-solid players. They're built for 24/7 use, fanless, and with a sealed chassis they run and keep chugging away for 10 years or more. The 400 has a couple of brand new features. First up, there's an Intel Atom processor on board. Spinetix has moved away from the old TI chipset, and the Intel Atom is more of a thoroughbred CPU, well understood by more programmers and IT departments. The processor runs an OS developed by Spinetix especially for digital signage and allows Spinetix to make the HMP400 as secure from cyber attack as any device can be. The second new feature is the HMP400's ability to be run via PoE+. This has obvious benefits in the ease in which these guys can be deployed. And not to forget, the HMP400 is fully 4K 60 capable. The HMP400 works out of the box with Spinetix ARIA cloud-based content delivery platform. Roll your own content using handy and commonly used Spinetix apps. Alternatively, or in addition, you can license Elementi, which is the Spinetix on-premise signage software. Practically, getting the HMP400 doing its job couldn't be easier. After connecting the player to the internet, ARIA will identify the player by its serial number and you're away. If you take a quick tour of the HMP400, you'll meet a unit that's designed to be encountered for about 30 minutes of its life, then hopefully never seen again. It weighs about 600 grams and is understated. Around the back is the network connection and HDMI output for the display. There are 3 USB-C lockable connectors. One is for power, the other for stereo analog line level, and the other is designed as a display port output. You can use the USB ports for other purposes, such as updating the firmware or connecting external drive if you want. Around the front is a power button and 4 status LEDs. On the top are 2 mounting points. Spinetix doesn't try to compete on price. There are more cost-effective options out there, but its new approach to licensing does make the HMP400 more financially approachable for single-screen users, such as retail or other small enterprises. Where Spinetix distinguishes itself is in its willingness to work with medium-sized and large network clients to customize the look and feel of their content. If you have a request or an off-piste requirement, the software team in Lucerne will make it happen. It's easy to assume that the rise of system-on-a-chip smart TVs will spell the demise of standalone media players. And it's true that smart TVs running Android are ideal for many applications, but not all, especially projects that require more complex integration or where security is non-negotiable. The HMP400 looks ready to handle whatever signage challenge you might have for it.